The Forest Road in the Austrian Alps, May 4th, 1945. Two men stand face to face. One wears American olive drab, the other wears German field gray. Behind them, their soldiers watch with rifles ready. Nobody trusts anybody. Captain John C. Jack Lee, Jr., a 34-year-old Texan, slowly extends his hand. He commands a tank platoon from the 12th Armored Division. Major Joseph Sepp Gangel hesitates. Just 3 days ago, they were enemies trying to kill each other. Now, this American wants to shake his hand. Gangel takes it. And with that handshake, the strangest alliance of World War II is born. Tomorrow, these two men will fight side by side. American and German soldiers will defend a medieval castle from SS death squads. They will protect French prisoners marked for execution. But right now, on this quiet forest road, neither man knows what is coming. They only know one thing. The war is almost over, and the lines between friend and enemy have never been more blurred. How did a Texas tank commander end up trusting a German officer? And why would a Wehrmacht major betray everything he swore to defend? The answer begins with a castle and a list of prisoners Hitler wanted silenced. The prison in the mountains. Castle Itter sits high on a cliff in the Austrian Alps, surrounded by stone walls and medieval towers. In 1943, the Nazis turned this fairy tale castle into a prison for some of the most important hostages in Europe. Inside are former French prime ministers and generals. Paul Reynaud, who refused to surrender to Hitler in 1940. Édouard Daladier, who signed the Munich Agreement and lived with the shame. General Maxime Weygand, former commander of the French army. Michel Clemenceau, son of the legendary French leader Georges Clemenceau. These men are not ordinary prisoners. They are political bargaining chips. Hitler keeps them alive for leverage. But as the Third Reich collapses, they become something else. Witnesses. Living proof of Nazi crimes. And some in Berlin want them dead before they can testify. In April 1945, the SS guards at Castle Itter receive a final order. If the Americans approach, execute everyone. Then, on May 4th, the guards disappear. The SS abandons the castle. The gates are unlocked, the prisoners are free, but not really. Outside, the mountains are filled with fanatical SS units who refuse to surrender. The prisoners are trapped. The Yugoslav messenger. Someone must go for help. Someone must reach the Americans before the SS returns. The prisoners are old, weak, and recognizable. But there is one man who might pass unnoticed. Zvonimir Chuchkovic, a 22-year-old Yugoslav forced laborer, works at the castle. He wears civilian clothes. He carries supplies to the village. He knows the roads and the patrol routes. To the SS, he is invisible. The prisoners write a message in broken French and German, explaining their situation. Chuchkovic tucks the paper into his shirt and begins the dangerous journey down the mountain. He has no weapon, no protection, only hope. But someone else has a plan. The cook. Andreas Krobot, the castle cook, has heard rumors in the village. He knows of Major Joseph Gangel, a German officer who has been hiding deserters and secretly working with the Austrian resistance. Krobot doesn't tell the prisoners. If he is wrong, he will be executed. But he decides to try. He finds Gangel in a farmhouse and explains everything. The abandoned castle, the French prisoners, the SS execution order. Gangel agrees to help. He has already betrayed the Reich. He has hidden deserters, sabotaged SS operations, and joined the resistance. He knows he can offer the Americans something valuable. Maps, local knowledge, and German soldiers willing to fight against the SS. Gangl knows he is signing his own death warrant, but he decides the prisoners must be saved. Now he must convince the Americans to trust him. The deal. Meanwhile, Chuchkovich reaches the American lines near Innsbruck. The soldiers are suspicious, but his message makes its way up the chain of command to Captain Jack Lee. Lee arrives with a Sherman tank and a small group of men. He has fought Germans for 3 years. He has lost friends to German bullets. Now, a German major wants to talk? Lee could shoot Gangl on sight. Instead, he listens. Gangl explains everything: the prisoners, the SS death squads, the abandoned castle. Lee asks why he should trust him. Gangl gives a simple answer: he has already committed treason. He has nothing left to lose. Lee knows the smart move is to wait for reinforcements, but the prisoners may not survive that long. He makes a decision. They will go in that night. 1 tank, a handful of Americans, a handful of Germans. No backup. The approach. As night falls, the strange convoy moves through the mountains. American soldiers, German soldiers, former enemies riding side by side. They stop twice, once to clear a fallen tree, once to listen for SS patrols. Then they move again. By midnight, Castle Itter appears in the darkness. Gangl volunteers to go ahead. He knows the castle and speaks the language. If anyone is still inside, he might prevent a firefight. He approaches the gate and calls out. To his surprise, the gate opens. Paul Reynaud steps outside. He asks, "Where are the Americans?" Gangl replies, "Right behind me." Soon, Captain Lee's Sherman tank rolls through the gate. American soldiers pour into the castle. The prisoners emerge, thin, pale, barely alive. They are free, but only for now. At dawn on May 5th, the SS arrives. The first bullet smashes into the castle wall. The defenders scramble. The battle begins. Lee's men take positions on the walls. Gangl and his German soldiers defend the eastern side. The French prisoners pick up rifles and join the fight. The Sherman tank fires its main gun, shaking the castle. The SS retreat for a moment, then return with heavier weapons. The defenders are outnumbered. Ammunition is running low. Reinforcements are hours away. Then Gangl sees something. Reynaud is standing at a window, exposed. In the distance, an SS sniper lines up his shot. Gangl does not hesitate. He runs toward Reynaud. The sniper fires. The bullet meant for the French Prime Minister strikes Gangl instead. He collapses and dies instantly. A German officer has just sacrificed his life to save a former enemy. The defenders fight on, desperate and nearly out of ammunition. Then finally, American reinforcements arrive, the 142nd Infantry Regiment. The SS forces break. Some flee, some surrender. Others are killed. By noon, the battle is over. The prisoners are free. Castle Itter, once a Nazi prison, has become a symbol of defiance. Major Josef Gangl is buried with military honors by the Austrian people. A street is later named after him. In the final days of the war, enemies became allies. A German major died saving a French politician. American and German soldiers fought side by side against the SS. It was the only battle in World War II where former enemies stood together. And in humanity's darkest hour, one man chose to do the right thing.